Hello, this is Saf here and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got with me a very interesting phone and a highly anticipated phone to unbox, and I'm absolutely thrilled to bring you none other than the Honor Magic V3. So before we unbox it, if you haven't done so, please do make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Without further ado, let's get started. Here we go. So as you can see, we are greeted with the phone, which obviously we'll keep that aside and we will look at that very shortly. But before we open up the phone and see what it is, let's see what's in the box. This is something which I always get amazed about in the Chinese phones, because these Chinese phones have got great presentation. Look, just look at the box. The box really makes it worth you buying the phone. Anyway, so what we got over here is, it's just an empty tray, which we will put that aside. So what we have over here is a USB type B to a USB type C charger. The most interesting part is, look at the presentation, because normally when you actually get any phone, the USB type chargers are just kept like that, but they have actually given a tray for that one, which is a nice touch, I would say. Now, this is something which I wish all the manufacturers do. All the Chinese phones, or most of the Chinese phones, they actually come with a charger. So this is where companies like huge manufacturers like Samsung and Apple and Google, they need to take a note. Why can't you bloody provide us a charger? We are paying such a big massive premium. At least we deserve a charger. So this is where the Chinese phones are really good. They not only give you a charger, also they give you a 66-watt charger in this instance. Yes, Vivo gives you 100 watts charger, but 66-watt charger, I will take that any day. Got the SIM ejector tool. This has got the case in this one. It's got a wee leaflet, which we will keep it aside, and let's pry it open. What we have over here is just a leaflet, which I'm pretty sure nobody even bothers to read it. So let's keep that aside. So this is something which is really interesting, because most of the phones, obviously, yes, most of the phones like Apple, Samsung, Google, they don't even bother. As I said, they don't bother about the charger, and neither do they bother about putting a bloody case. This is where Chinese phones are miles apart when compared to the Western counterparts. They not only provide a case, they provide such a nice case. But look at that. It's got a leather finish, and not only that, it's got a protection for the hinges as well, which is a nice touch. Just to give you an example, the Vivo X Fold 3 Pro also comes with a case bundled in the box. But obviously, as far as the Vivo is concerned, they just give you a back covering. They don't cover the hinges, neither do they cover the front of the screen. But at least in Honor, they actually give you the front protection as well. But again, I really like the way the case is, and it's got something over here which I will talk to you soon in this video, so keep watching. So let's put that aside. Now let's concentrate our attention on the main hero of the show, which is none other than the phone itself. So let's open up the phone. I know a lot of people just try to rip it off. When you can slide the phone, why just rip it off? That is the phone in its full glory. Boy, oh boy, look at that. That is unbelievable. One of my recent favorite phones has been the Honor Magic V2. Well, this one, Honor Magic V3, takes it one notch further. Look at that when they are unfolded. They are so bloody slim. They could barely, look at that. They could barely manage to cram in the USB type C charger over there, which is absolutely mind-boggling. And the back has got a frosted glass back. Yeah, this is where there is a difference. The Honor Magic V3 comes with 4 colors: the orange, the white, the black, and the green, in which orange is the only edition which actually comes with the leather back. Honestly speaking, before the green, I actually purchased an orange one because I like phones which have got a leather back. However, when I actually bought the orange one, I just didn't like it. It just looked kind of like reddish, and the gold accent in the side, it it just wasn't my cup of tea. But obviously, yeah, for some people they might absolutely love it, but for me, I quite like the green. Let me know on the comments below, what do you prefer, the orange, the burnt orange, the leather back, or would you be fine with the frosted glass back? Me personally, I like the green. It complements the brushed aluminum in the side, and it's got a shiny hinge over here. And again, look at that. So this is how it is in its folded state. Even its folded state, it is absolutely slim. Just to give you the numbers, when they are folded, they are 9.3 millimeters folded, and when they are unfolded, they are 4.4 millimeters, which is, again, I really don't understand how Honor has managed to pull it off. And yes, and also they weigh a paltry 226 grams or 230 grams, depending on whether you go for the leather back or whether you go for the frosted glass back. The major complaint which I had with the previous iteration of the Honor Magic V2 was they didn't have any kind of IPX certification. This year they got an IPX8 water resistant, and also they have managed to go for the wireless charging as well, which is absolutely amazing. Just to give you a comparison, that is the Samsung Z Fold 6. You can actually see how slim the Honor Magic V3 is when you put that right next to the Fold 6. That is how the Honor Magic V3 is when you compare it with the Fold 6. The Honor Magic V3 comes with the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor, and as far as the displays are concerned, the Honor Magic V3 comes with a 6.43 inches of LTPO AMOLED display with 120 Hz of refresh rate, and when open, that is a 7.92 inches of a screen, which is really good. And obviously, yes, this one runs with the latest Android 14. And as far as the hinges are concerned, yeah, they have got a very slim hinges, and it's got a front selfie camera, and along with that, it's got 3 cameras at the back with a 50 megapixel of wide, 50 megapixel of periscope, and a 40 megapixel of an ultra wide. And this year around, they have gone for the periscope zoom camera, which I'm eagerly waiting to test it out. They have got a 3.5x of an optical zoom. This one can record 4K at 30 FPS, and it's got a 20 megapixel of a selfie camera. When you compare that with the Samsung's, it's got a horrible, I mean, this one has got a 4 megapixel of an under display selfie camera, which is absolutely horrible when you compare that with a 20 megapixel of a selfie camera. Just like a Samsung Fold, this one also has got a side mounted fingerprint sensor. As I mentioned earlier, this one has got a wireless charging with 50 watts of wireless and a 66 watts of wired charging, and also a 5 watts of a reverse wired charging. Because these ones are expensive phones, and also these ones are frosted glass back, so they are sometimes quite slippery. The good thing is they do come with the case bundled inside. Because of the case, that makes it easier to hold, still feels slimmer, the same color as what the phone is. And there you can see it is covering the hinges as well. So even if you put the phone like that in your pocket or anything like that, you can rest assured the hinges will be protected, which is a nice touch. And this is how it looks when you open it up with the case on. So it's got like a kind of springy action, so you can rest assured that it will not pry open accidentally when it folds. And this brings me to the most interesting part, or most interesting design in a case, because I've seen a lot of manufacturers, as far when it comes to the cases, yes, they do not provide any cases to start with. I'm talking about the Samsung, the Apple, and the Google. They have taken care of each and every small detail. As I mentioned earlier, how they actually put the USB type inside this tray, which is a nice touch. The same thing they have done with the case as well. You can actually see it's got a peculiar kind of thing, which is quite functional, because you can see over here that actually helps you as a stand. It is a great thinking, and I would say this is part of the case, which is, I don't understand why other manufacturers can't think about that one. Or whether you want to open up the whole thing, and when you want to watch a movie or something like that, there you go, you can be watching a movie with your in your table, and you can rest assured that that is holding it, which is absolutely amazing. I'm really impressed, to be honest with you. As I mentioned earlier, this is the case what you get with the Vivo. But again, if you are a person who wants to purchase something like the Samsung Z Fold 6. Yes, this one also does not come with a case, but luckily you can get good cases. This is one advantage of Samsung or Apple, or Samsung and Apple especially, that you can get third-party cases. Like this particular one which I have is a Pitaka case. I have been buying Pitaka cases for a long time, and according to me, they make one of the best cases. So do check them out. They're quite good. Yes, and also talking about the crease. Yes, as you know, any foldable phones, no matter whichever foldable phones you go for, they will definitely have the crease. At least in this phone, yes, the crease is visible, but not as deep as what you actually see on the Samsung Z Fold 6. So you can actually, if you see from different angles, you can certainly see the crease. But as I said, if you run your fingers over the crease, you actually don't feel it as deep as Samsung one. The same thing actually when you compare that with the Vivo, the crease are kind of similar. So yes, as far as the crease is concerned, again, Honor has done a brilliant job. I still can't get how they could actually make a phone so slim and still put a 5100 mAh battery and a wireless charging and a 3-camera setup with a periscope zoom. And I mean, they have just crammed this phone with specs. I'm really impressed. So let's see how the honeymoon period goes, and I'll let you know how the phone is in the coming days when I do the review for the phone. So stay tuned for that. Till that one, thank you very much for watching, and you guys have a lovely day.